it seems to me that from what I'm hearing, that what you've just said to us wasn't thoroughly vetted through the student government.
That's not the role I have, okay?
I'm not saying it's the role you have, I'm just saying, what the
My
information we're getting
understanding-
from one side and the other. And I'm not taking sides on this, on how it should come out in the end. I just think it needs more discussion with the students. And I'm not trying to usurp the power of the FSA, I'm just saying that, it seems to me in this particular situation, we haven't had a lot of problems coming forth from the FSA over the years that I've been here. It just seems to me that sitting down, a little more discussion and a little, more communications with the student government, is needed in order to facilitate an understanding of what the process is and how you got to where you are. And I understand you're taking power away from the student government, and they're not gonna like that. If I was part of student government, and I was once, I wouldn't like that either. But maybe there's a reason for it. But certainly, at this point, we have our student government with, I believe, is a legitimate claim to further discussion. And I would request the FSA recognize that.
As the executive of the college, I can say that will happen. We'll have a discussion, the Student Government Association will be able to voice its opinion, and wherever it falls out, it will go back to the Student Association Board again, which governs the FSA, which will then take another vote.
Yes, ma'am.
Just as a statement, when Eunice walked out of the FSA meeting, he resigned as president of the board. Mitch, you're not a member of the board, but who carried out the rest of the meeting? If Eunice,
we would like to know who carried out the
if
meeting.
you're not a member of the board, who carried out the rest of the meeting?
There are elected officers to the FSA board. When Eunice resigned, the vice president is Eden Rydell, and he was called to another meeting. Next in line was the treasurer, and that was Joseph Mara. So Joseph Mara conducted the balance of the meeting. There were 3 or 4 more discussion items.
So how many members were physically present in the meeting? Do they count that, if someone is not present in the meeting and they just write it that they are in favor of this vote? So means they haven't heard the whole discussion, and they have come to the conclusion that, they are favoring this proposal.
In the FSA bylaws, all members of the board are permitted to vote by proxy. And we had those proxy votes.
There wasn't very many of them,
I think it was about 5, only because Steve Rydell, Craig Padua, and Iris Cook had to go to another meeting, but they left their votes. They were present for most of the conversation.
I'm not sure proxy votes are allowed.
Right.
They are in bylaws.
Well, in their bylaws they may be, but I don't think they're allowed under the. I'm not saying they didn't have votes. I'm just saying that it's just a totally another issue. But I think you need to have legal research on whether proxy votes are allowed, because we're not allowed to do them here, and I don't think you're allowed. But I think that needs legal research. So I was going to say Fred. I think we need to talk to the county attorney about, I'm assuming, because I'm surprised, and I'm assuming that all of our boards are acting this way. And, in some instances, Robert's Rules of Order don't apply to government entities, and, as well as open meeting laws and other things we have to deal with. And, my knowledge in being involved in, I think every level of government that exists in this country is, that governing boards of public institutions are not allowed proxy voting. But we should definitely, because we're making decisions about finances here. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question now. Apparently two of you resigned. Has those 2 offices been filled?
No.
All right, now, since we're going back and you're gonna have another meeting, is it possible to ask you to rescind your resignation?
No, you can't.
Can't?
You have to get, after the election,
Okay.
and fill the vacancy.
Whatever form you have to fill a vacancy, once you resign, you're
Okay.
resigned.
I'm just asking, since you're going back to start this whole process again.
You should, basically you learned the lesson, never resign. Walk out, say whatever you want, but never.
Yeah, Eunice resigned, I walked out, I did not,
Okay, well, you should
stay.
learn the lesson here.
Well, I don't have any regret about
Never-
that.
Never ever resign, never ever volunteer. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Eugenia Sorvato, and I'm the president of the Italian club. I'm part of the orientation committee. I'm part of the budget committee, and when I got elected to the FSA committee. I'm a new member. I got into this. I'm brand new in the FSA meeting.
Sergio's sister.
Anyone that didn't hear, Sergio is now a United States.
I'm also part of BTK as well.
You too?
Part of BTK as well, of the member. I was presented as new. Alan presented this proposal as a active student. I've been in this school for, say, 4 years and a half. But well, no,
Tenure, not a diploma.
hopefully I'm graduating with associate. You can have my diploma there. But I mean, looking back from when I started here and see how much WCC started progressing on, and by having these new members coming up and give this kind of proposal and be open to it, and as a student speaking here for a long time, I think that your presentations and I went back, I took the paper, I started going at home, going overviewing and looking at it very deep, calm down from what the whole thing was that day. I think there was really, I understand also the students by listening to you at that point, but also I understand that that proposal was really, it's gonna open the door of our students in this school to learn, to be wise on those positions, to learn, basically if you're a part of those positions, to learn more in depth to it. And I wish that proposal would be before, because whatever I learned, it took me steps to be where I am right now. So I think it will be helpful for the students, and I will encourage you to take in consideration that proposal and really go through it. And I think it would be a very good idea. So I congratulate you, because it's really amazing the job that you did and be new on the school and have that. I really consider you did an excellent
Thank you very
job
much.
to us. So thank you very much.
Now, we have an agreement here from the administration. The President said that he will allow further discussion, and he's going to ask the FSA to reconsider the issue after further discussion. We have other board issues to move forward, so therefore, I'm going to close off debate, because there is no debate. There will be further discussion with the administration. I don't know what the outcome will be, but obviously you won a small victory in that, which I applaud you for. Your voices will be